Welcome back to the 245 podcast, which is the number of times the Timberwolves have ripped my heart out.
Oh boy. Yeah. When was the wait, how many have they played now?
They played 3 against the Mavs. And they lost all 3.
All 3.
So
the final one is tonight, right?
yeah, so we're recording this on Tuesday.
Hey, it's not gonna be the final one.
Yeah, Joey.
You said the final one.
Utterly losing hope.
Yeah, you were the one that said the final one.
Yeah, you said the final one, Josh.
No, I was just saying that because you were sounding so despairing.
Okay, sure.
Well, we just had so much hope against the Nuggets, you know.
Yeah.
We beat them in 7.
Because I think it was pretty widely agreed upon that the Nuggets were a better team than the Mavericks. So, but
yeah.
The Mavs are kind of... Luka is goated.
Can't be Luka.
He's just so good.
I mean, he's been on Dude Perfect and Anthony Edwards is not. So, I mean, obviously...
I don't know how that's relevant.
Well, if you've been on Dude Perfect, then you're good, I guess. Obviously, it's proving itself to be true right now.
I don't know what to do with that.
Me neither.
But, yeah. It's never... What's crazy to me is the stat that's... When in the playoffs, when teams are down 3-0, the record is 152 or something to 0.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which seems wild to me. Like, if a team can win 3 games in a row, why can't the other team just win 4 in a row? Like, I don't know. You would think it would happen. Like, you just win 1, you get a little momentum. I mean, the teams are so balanced anyways. You just need a few good games. I don't know. I feel like that should happen.
Yeah, at least like twice.
Yeah. That's what's crazy is
Even
that it's
once.
0. But I just know Minnesota sports and we're not that guy. We are not that guy, pal.
We're not going to be the one to break that stat.
No. So
No.
I think
Unfortunately.
I think we have a death sentence, but
Next year's our year.
I do think they do have still a pretty young team. Anthony Edwards what year is he?
I have no idea.
Josh, do you have any idea? Where's Justin Cruz? Justin Cruz would know.
Yeah, he would know. I don't.
I would guess it's year 2.
Probably.
I would guess. So like he's still hopefully getting better and better and more confident. Because that's the thing. Like Luka and Kyrie are just so confident. Like Kyrie's been through this 100 times.
Yeah.
That man just knows exactly what to do. And Luka's just the GOAT.
Well,
not really.
No.
But he's so good.
He's a big boy.
And he's hard to guard. Man, he's hard to guard.
He is hard to guard.
Because he can shoot threes. He can drive. He's just really good about like positioning and footwork. Fundamentals. Fundamentals.
He puts the fun in the mentals.
No. I don't think that's what it is. Okay, should we run through weeks real quick before we get into what we're doing?
Sure. Also, if Mitch was here, he would know any of this information we were talking about.
That's true. He'd probably... Mitch, R.I.P.
Which he's not here.
What is he doing? He's working.
DQ. He's on the grind this summer. He's working at this clinic all day, and then he goes and works at DQ at night.
Really?
Like almost every day of the week.
I thought he was done with DQ.
He was going to, but then
they wanted him. Yeah, that makes sense.
They need him.
They could not survive without Mitch.
It's like me and Bartz's.
They just keep calling you back.
They just keep on calling me. And I keep on picking up the phone. I don't know what's the matter with me, but I just keep picking up the phone.
Yeah.
But at least I only do that one day a week.
Yeah.
Oof.
Mitch is going to be a nurse in his 40s with a family and kids and still going to work at DQ at night.
Yeah.
Nurse shift during the day.
Yeah.
DQ at night.
That'd be crazy.
No. But yeah, he was going to be done, and they wanted him. They wanted him bad.
And he said, "Show me the money. How bad do you want me?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if he negotiated his pay.
I hope he did, because he deserves...
He deserves every penny.
Yeah, he does. He deserves to be paid way more. But
we have no clue what he's making, but he deserves to be paid more.
Yeah, at least double.
At least double.
Yep. Definitely more than Joey makes landscaping.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
The people need their ice cream, apparently.
More than grass.
Yes, more than grass.
Yep. We don't like grass here. Special kind of grass.
What?
Never mind. Yeah, it's
Is that
me.
a weed joke? What's the
Yes.
matter with you?
Sorry, I'm choking. Not from anything. No, I'm still trying to get over my cough.
How long have you had this
good.
cough?
Since I was done being sick, like a week ago.
Oh, okay. So it's not that long.
And just this residual, long-lasting,
Dry cough.
dry cough.
Man. Did I make fun of you last time talking about this?
I think so.
Okay. Then I won't this week.
Okay, that's good.
I got my shots in.
Yep. Anyways, it is Joey, me, and Josh in the studio, except Josh is not here. He's still in Iowa.
Iowa keeps calling him back.
Iowa wants him.
Still in Iowa. Yep.
Did you negotiate your pay with Iowa?
No, I didn't. I should have.
With the governor. Josh, pop quiz. Who's the governor of Iowa?
Walls.
I know her name, but I can't remember it now.
I know it's a female. I should know her name because I
Kim
think
Reynolds.
yeah, because I think she's goated.
Tim Reynolds?
No,
Kim.
Oh, okay. I'll say
Tim
that's
Reynolds.
Kelsey's dad, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like there's this video of her milking a cow, and then she's like, "Hey, where's the reporter for the New York Times or something like that?" And she's like, "Try to go do this to a male cow and you tell me if there's a difference."
Oh, yeah. I feel like I've heard of that.
That's a goated video.
It's actually a cow video, but
It's not a goat.
Probably
Joey is
work-
such a city kid. He doesn't even know the difference between a cow and a goat.
it'd probably work with goats too, though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think the same principle would apply.
yeah. Well, today we're gonna eventually talk about something very special that I've been wanting to do since the last time we did it.
Mike, I have a question for you. What is your
Yes.
obsession with Disputes podcast? Because I'm not going to lie, it's not something that I feel I've pushed. Josh definitely
It's
hasn't pushed
definitely
it.
not something I push.
Yeah,
No,
Mitchell hasn't pushed it, but you are dead set on the Disputes podcast. Can you just talk about that a little bit? Do we have to do some unpacking here?
Well, just ever since I originally heard the idea from somewhere, I don't even remember from what, last year, I just really liked the idea. And I think it'd be really funny if we solve people's problems live on air. And I think we could really help the world, impact
Yeah,
it.
but behind the scenes, do you just have a fascination with conflict?
Yeah.
Of course. Who doesn't? I mean, if you think about it,
Me?
psychology.
Yeah. No, I know some people that are very conflict avoidant. They're called greens.
They're called people who have harmony as a strength.
Yes.
Harmonious people.
Josh, do you have harmony as a strength?
It wasn't one of my top 5. I have a very strong, I think if I took it again, it might be. And I think it was probably pretty close to being in the top 5. I think both of my parents, I know my dad does. I think both of them might have harmony in their top 5.
Yeah, I was going to say, if your dad has it, I'd really think your mom has harmony too.
Yeah. And I'm very similar to my dad
Mm.
in most of the strengths. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say it is something I strive for. But we can, I guess, maybe Mike is fascinated with conflict and just likes hearing about people's disputes, but maybe we step into solving them and creating harmony.
Yeah, Josh, maybe that's,
There we go.
Yeah, maybe if you take that mindset, it's,
We're just out here seeking shalom by solving people's problems.
exactly. Can we call it the Shalom podcast? The Shalom episode?
The Shalom episode.
Seeking
Solving-
shalom with the boys.
That's the next video we make on my YouTube
No, I
channel.
think that's the name of this podcast. Who
No.
needs a solving your disputes part 2? We're instead of focusing on the disputes, we're focusing on the shalom that comes through harmonious living with one another, right relationships with God, creation, and each other.
We're just restructuring the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so much fun to like go up to people on the street like live and be like, what's the biggest problem in your head right now? Like what decision or conflict is taking up the most brain power? And then we try to solve it on the spot.
I mean, that's what we're doing here.
Yeah, but like it'd be more funny to get live reactions.
Yes, it would. Probably.
I think next year we got to set up a table at Northwestern and do something like that. Like bring us your problems, we'll solve them for you.
Remember when we were gonna do like?
Well, we're gonna do
different tables.
We're gonna do it
before our freshman year of college. We were like, we're gonna put up a table and outside.
Just say debate us about anything,
and we're gonna ask people to debate us about Cheez-Its or something. It was like the toasted Cheez-Its.
Should it exist?
The extra toasty,
changed my mind.
Yeah,
and we were gonna do like a bunch of stuff like that because we were just we were so confident about taking over campus.
We are.
See, the thing is, we've said a lot of things.
That is true. That should be the tagline of our podcast. We
say a lot of things.
Welcome to the 245 podcast, where we say a lot of things.
We promise big and like
deliver small.
Small.
We do have a brand deal. I mean, let's calm the tay just a little bit.
We do.
I would say that was nothing of our own work and purely luck.
Really?
Well,
Josh, I guess attribute that to skill.
It came from our brains to do the yard games tier list.
Yep.
So maybe that was, I don't know.
You know, it wasn't luck.
A visionary move, but
you know, it wasn't luck, Josh.
What?
The fact that we just hit 15,000 listens.
Oh my goodness.
Mike, I was literally on the analytics page and I was just going to make a shift to talking about our stats because we haven't done that in forever.
That was a flawless transition, I got to say.
Great minds think alike.
Let's go. Wow. I saw that earlier today and I was like, we got to talk about it tonight.
Yeah.
Any other stats you want to talk about?
I think an interesting one is from our audience. I remember at the very beginning of the podcast, we talked a lot more about like demographic of people listening.
Oh, yes.
I would say the age demographic is pretty consistent.
Yeah.
But our gender of listeners has switched to 64% male and 35% female.
Wow.
So it's been, well, if you round, it's 36 and 64. If you were checking my math and saying that doesn't add to 100. But at the beginning, it was more female than male. And I think this has been switched for a while, but I just thought it was notable.
Never mind.
We've lost our Riz.
Yep. I'd say that's fair to say.
Yeah.
0 to 17 age is 28% of our listeners. 18 to 22 is 31%. And then there's like around 8% for the next three age demographics. And then 17% of 45 to 59. So thanks, parents.
Yeah.
Yep.
For pulling up that stat.
Yeah.
No, not very many grandparents, though. 60 plus has less than 1%.
Yeah, we got to get on that. That's an untapped market right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our next brand deal has to be focused on the 60 plus.
Help. I'm falling. I can't get up.
Bingo.
Stop. I don't think that's going to help reach old people by advertising.
Do you have trouble hearing? You have our 245 hearing aids.
It's specifically engineered to boost the sound waves of our voices specifically.
The 245 hearing aids, where the only thing you can do is stream the 245 podcast nonstop.
24/7.
It just cycles through the episodes. Because who would want to listen to anything else?
Exactly.
I feel like people that are younger than that would end up buying those, and that would just...
Yeah. Oh, guys, you'll get such a kick out of this. I got a text from my uncle a few days ago, and he said this. He said, "You'll get a kick out of this one. The boys were at Walmart and put your pod on every phone and tablet there."
That's hilarious.
Which I don't know exactly what that means, if they like were playing it or if they just subscribed or what, but that is so funny.
Yeah, probably just went to the podcast app or something. And
that's so good.
So
thanks, guys. Thanks for the free advertising.
Yeah, I appreciate that. They also said, I was talking to my grandparents a few days ago, and they said like we're famous with my cousin Ryden's 8th grade class. Like
Oh, my
all of us,
word.
like all of them like know our names, and whenever they get shout outs, it goes crazy. So
That's so funny.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
so we may not be popular with boomers, but like 8th graders, man, we are the coolest.
Shout out to Ryden and his 8th grade class.
Yeah,
We love you guys each individually.
We don't know your names, but send us an email and we'll memorize them
yes, that would
with
be
a picture of your class and like
Yep.
a seating chart so we know who is who.
Yep.
Yep. And we will come to your class, and here's what I'll say to you guys
Oh
is
boy.
when you guys reach college age, you guys can each get free college from us. And you'll name a room after us. You'll call us 245 Tots,
What are you doing right now?
and nothing will go wrong.
So if you missed that, if you don't know what's going on, Micah is making a joke about an Office episode. Disclaimer, we are not paying for your college. Okay? Has everybody got that?
Yeah, because they're in 8th grade. If they were preschoolers, we would have. But it's too late now. Inflation. Something like that.
That doesn't
Something
even
like
make
that.
any sense.
It does.
College
Just-
would be cheaper
Joey,
for
just think about it.
Okay.
Think about it. Psychology. Whoever's editing this better make that match up because it will
That
not.
wasn't even-
That's what I was just thinking. Or we could just not do that.
Who's editing this?
I can.
My finger's on my nose currently.
Oh. Me and Mike touched our nose at the same time.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yay, Mike. You better make that match up. Don't make me look like a fool.
I will.
Okay.
I'll mark it down right now in my notes.
Thanks,
To
Mike.
edit that. Josh, do you want us do you want to get us kicked off with your week?
Have you ever had
Joey is that kid grown up.
I am that kid. That's such a
Are we
funny bit.
good with stats? That's all. I guess I can just read the top ones. We currently have 98 plays per episode on average. Our top
Yeah.
episode is still number 8, Talking with Teen, with 380 listens.
Holy cow,
That's
that is so
insane.
many.
Yeah, that's a lot. And then there are like a let's see. There are like 38 with 200 or more, and then the rest are like high 100s, dropping all the way down to like our least listened are 73 for We Play Cinco the Wrong Way and 86 for We Narrate a Children's Story. Guys, go and listen to 86 because I think it was funny.
I thought it was really
Those
funny.
are our 2 most recent episodes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
guys.
good.
it makes
yeah.
sense, but yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I got some good feedback on that narrate children's stories one. People really liked it for
Oh,
some
really?
reason.
I think the children's story was funny, and also, I don't know, we just talked about some funny stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, Josh, go ahead.
Am I just talking about my week?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. I can't go to my calendar because I don't put anything on it in the summer. I just have to use my brain. Let's see. Oh, on Friday. So I work from 6 to 4:30 Monday through Thursday. So I get like 40 hours. And then on Friday, usually it's like a pretty short day, just getting a few things done. So I worked from like 6 to 10 on Friday. And then I went home. And then that afternoon, Nicole came down to Sioux Center. So Friday afternoon, we just hung out. And then that night, my parents also came to Iowa. So we met them at my cousin's house. And
Were they nice?
yeah, they were really nice.
Cool.
Why was that a question?
Because you said you met your parents.
Yeah. They were, I mean, I thought they were really kind. Have you guys met them?
No.
No.
Oh. You should try it sometime.
I think I'll see him. I think I'll meet him at graduation this Friday.
Okay. I'll be there too, so I can introduce you.
Okay, perfect.
Now that I've met them, I'm comfortable doing that.
Okay, good.
Okay. Sounds good. Glad we have a plan. Anyways, after that, on Saturday, what happened Saturday? Oh, we had brunch at my grandma's house with a bunch of my dad's siblings. I think all but 2 or 3 came. He has 7 siblings. So there were quite a few people here, and we just had a brunch where everyone brought food. And then that afternoon, me and Nicole went to the Palisades State Park in South Dakota, which is kind of just some cool rocks. One of the cooler things within an hour radius of Sioux Center. So we went there and hiked around a little. And then on Sunday, we had Maggie and Jeremy's wedding. So
Heyo.
yeah, we went to church, and then their ceremony was at 3, and then the reception, and then dance party, of course. But it was a beautiful day, and their ceremony was outside, and it was just perfect. There wasn't wind. It was sunny. The sky was beautiful.
I wish.
It was just perfect. So that was fun.
Did they have a wedding videographer?
No, they didn't. Just a photographer.
Bruh.
You could have come done it for free, Mike.
I should have.
Just to hang out with me and the Dort squad.
Yeah, that would have been fun. Except I had a wedding the day before that, so that would have been a little brutal.
You would have been fine. You're a pro.
You're right.
You're right. But yeah, that was really fun just because it was a wedding of 2 of my friends getting married, and I got to see a lot of my other friends from Dort too, only 2 weeks after school. So it was a good time. And then yesterday, I guess, was Memorial Day. Nicole stuck around for the morning. We went to a pancake breakfast hosted by Bethel, my church in Sioux Center. And then, yeah, I don't know, just hung out for the morning. Then she left. And then today it was back to work. So,
Ayo.
It'll be good to have
back on the grind.
Shorter week. Just having one day off, I feel like makes such a big difference in how fast the week goes.
It does. And especially when it's on the first day of the week too.
Yep. It's like, it's Monday. Oh, wait, it's Tuesday. And I already am like only 3 days away from the weekend. Okay, popcorn Mike.
Let's go. Last week was pretty good. Let's see, we podcasted on Wednesday. Okay, so Thursday, well, basically, like I said, I was sick like a week and a half ago. So, and then I had the RA retreat. So I decided to not go to work right away last week and kind of just take some time to just reset and rest because obviously my body needed it. And I was very, very tired and yeah, just didn't want to get more sick again. So Thursday and Friday pretty much did nothing. Friday night did go out to dinner with the Schumachers and Caleb. Jalen and Kylie were not there because they're in New York. So
missing out.
What?
They're missing out.
Yeah, they were missing out. I mean, they shouldn't have gone to New York when they knew we'd still be hanging out without them.
Yeah. What were they thinking?
I don't know. So we went to La Casita.
Oh.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
It's good.
Wait, I think so.
I haven't. Which one is that?
It's in like that Roseville area of like restaurants. It's Mexican.
Really?
Yes, it is. And it just has good stuff. That wasn't very helpful, but
yeah,
that's fine.
Wasn't the greatest description.
It's in Roseville. It's good. You should try it. And then Saturday had a wedding that I was shooting with a camera. And it was not windy. It was very, very windy.
That makes it so hard.
It does. It was very annoying. It was not as bad as the one 2 weeks prior, but it was still kind of annoying. And I haven't like listened to a ton of the stuff yet, but I just know that it's going to be a little windy.
Is there anything you can do post recording to
not
reduce
really
wind noise, or is it just kind of the way it is?
Just kind of the way it is. But luckily, like live, they had the officiant speaking into a mic, and there was not any wind noise in that mic. So I know that I'm guessing if I use that audio, it at least will be good. So we might not be able to say the same about my clip-on mic audio, but if I have the other audio, it's fine. And then Sunday, slept in till 10:20. That afternoon, went to see Fall Guy. I'd already seen it, but I went to see it again. Did you see it, Joey? No. Again, with the Schumachers and Caleb, without Jalen and Kylie. So they missed out again. And then Monday, every year, we go to Kylie's grandma's house to swim on Memorial Day. So, I mean, we're not going to let Jalen and Kylie being gone stop us.
Wow.
So we went to there again. We did not swim because it was raining all day. And it was kind of cold yesterday, too.
It was.
So me and Caleb played some pool. Just chilled around for a while. Had some street tacos from Costco.
Oh, those are bussin'.
Those were bussin'. Just a good time. And then that night, hung out with my family, my actual family, and we had dinner together. We went to DQ, walked over to DQ, and got some ice cream, as one does at DQ. And then today, finally started work. I'm working here at the Mel, 4 hours in the morning, and then the 4 hours in the afternoon, I'm working on wedding editing. So that's actually a very good idea that I had because
bussin'.
I got so much done today.
Yeah.
When I was editing the wedding from 2 weeks ago, more than I ever would have at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I edited for like 5 hours straight that wedding. I would never have done that at home. So yeah, definitely the move. And then what's nice too is that like last year I would work all day, then edit weddings at night. Is now that I've set this time during the day to edit weddings, I've decided personally that I'm not going to edit weddings at night. So then I have that work-life balance. You know?
What a boomer.
I know. I got to have that work-life balance.
Just kidding. It's good idea, kids. It's a good idea. But I will bully Mike for saying that.
The wife and kids have been begging for that work-life balance for me. So I got to deliver. Popcorn Joey.
Yeah. So it's been a good week. Thursday, your weekly update on Chewbacca. 3-0.
Everyone's asking.
I know. Everyone wants to know. 3 dubs, 0 losses. What's really nice is the sand was wet. So if the sand is like moist, it packs very well. So then you can jump and actually like get good spikes.
Wow.
So that was fun. Friday, I think I hung out with Ava all day. Saturday was work. I gave my first huddle.
Nice.
Was on Saturday, and it went pretty well. So that was
fun. What does that mean for the non-Eagle Brook people?
Yeah, so with all the volunteers, you'll do like a huddle, and you'll talk. The Eagle Brook actually has a very good outline for like what a good huddle should be like, but you're supposed to do an introduction, then you're supposed to inform them of stuff that's going on. Then it's a little time of connection. So normally it's like a question and you talk to the people around you, and then you do like an inspiration thing. So kind of just like vision casting, like why are we here? What are we doing this for? And that always connects back to the mission of bringing others to Christ. So it's kind of fun. It's a good way to just all get on the same page before the services. So did that, and that went pretty well. Then Sunday had work again, and then me and Ava went for a walk. We went to the Blaine wet area.
Open Spaces
what is
Park?
It called? I don't know if that's what it is. Is that what it is?
The one with all the boardwalks?
Yeah. What is it called?
I've always just called it Blaine Open Space, but maybe it's not actually that because you seemed really confused.
Yeah, because I thought it was like wetland preserve something. I don't know. It's by Renovation Church if you want to go walk there. So that was kind of nice. And then yesterday was Memorial Day, so I went with Ava and her family up to her grandma's. Hey, funny. Hey, that's what you did.
Yeah. Except you were with her.
I was with her, which is a plus.
And I was not.
Yeah. And then we played a bunch of games. So we played Cube and Bottle Bash
love Cube.
and Can Jam. And we played Ramp Shot First time.
Still got to play it.
I think I got it on my birthday. So that was September 9th. And this was the first time we
You
played
it
it.
good?
played it.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't want to overhype it because then you play it and you're disappointed. I think it's a solid A tier. Very solid A tier game. It's different than other games, which I like. It's something new and different. So it's kind of fun. And then today is Tuesday, so I just had work and then came here to the podcast. So we rocking and we rolling, but we should probably roll into our disputes.
Wait, did you hear that?
I heard that.
No, I didn't hear anything. That's why I was transitioning to the next thing.
Well, we got some mail, unfortunately,
Joey.
for you, Joey.
Joey's just
Get
so eager
destroyed.
to seek shalom. Joey, I know, I feel
Yes.
you, but the people send mail and we must read.
That's true.
That's the rule since day one.
Yep.
First email is actually a YouTube comment from Paul Sinkovitz, kind of responding to our ongoing discussion about Cinco.
Yep.
He said, "You're right. Everyone gets it wrong. I've tried to make the instructions even clearer, but it's not just the instructions. When we demo the game at events, I'll be holding the board exactly as you should and tell the new players stand along each side holding on to each handle like this. And 30% of the time, they go right to the corners. It ends up being with me with one hand on two corners, two other people each holding one corner, and the fourth person not holding anything and confused as to where they're supposed to go. I thought about telling you guys ahead of time to make sure you hold it correctly, but wanted to think it wouldn't be an issue. Haha. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it."
Yeah, Paul.
Your fatal
you would
mistake was
think-
assuming we were intelligent.
This Cinco saga has been immensely fun for me.
I'm glad, Paul, that you are getting a kick out of this and not angry at us.
And then he had a second comment saying, "Haha, the instructions are ugly. I know I have to make it look better, but haven't put much effort into it. If you guys create better instructions," a low bar in the parentheses, "I would probably use that in every copy of the game instead."
Josh, this is your chance, dog.
Yeah, I
You
started
gotta
a
jump on
document
that.
already. I'm way ahead of you.
Let's go.
Yes.
And then finally, his third comment, he said, "Joey, your laugh kills me."
No way. I love you, Paul. We should hang out sometime, Paul. Let us know when you're in the cities.
You should get him on the pod.
I'd love to buy you lunch. Chat. He's got to be a cool dude. I wonder, Paul, I have one question for you. Do you do Cinco full time? That's my question to you.
Good question.
Because if you do, that's kind of goated. Like, this is my game. I do this full time. Try to sell it, market it. That's cool.
Mic
Look
drop.
for
Mic
random
drop.
podcasts talking about yard
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, it's a very niche market, but I think we're doing a good job consolidating it.
Yeah. Josh, you want the next email?
Sure. Next email is from Gideon Love.
He's
Oh,
And
it's
the subject
been a
line is
minute.
"Guess who's back? Back again."
Yes,
Mhm.
He's
Joey,
back.
that's your cue. Yeah. Or Mike.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thanks. That was a little more half-hearted than I was imagining in my head, but
Guess who's back?
Well,
back again.
that was better. Thanks, Mike. Okay, Gideon
Of course.
says, "Dearest podcast boys, it's been kind of a long time since I've emailed, so I felt the need to reaffirm my #1 fan status. At least #1 according to trivia. Anyways, I just wanted to say that the sound effects, narration, characters, and especially the music in that children's story were absolutely, and then in quotes, bussin' sheesh FR, as the kids would say.
For real, for real.
For you.
And I would definitely listen if you guys did a Reader's Theater thing again. It was really good. Mike, the music really added a lot. So good job.
I know,
with
that
Oh,
was
you
a-
added music? Oh, I need to listen
That was
to
a
it on the
last
way
minute
home.
decision, and it was a good idea.
Yeah. Did you have to, you like edited it so that it fit different parts, right?
Yeah.
Or was it just, okay, I thought so because there were parts where I was like, I don't think that just happened like that.
No, it's all purposeful.
There was a purpose behind the soundscape, if you will.
Oh, yes. Sound design. Best sound design, 516 Film Festival.
Guys,
Who
we have a professional sound
cares?
designer editing our podcast. I think
Oh, yeah.
it is kind of funny that like audio is something I do and also you do. It's just, I feel like it's kind of lucky that we have two people who are interested in that. And Joey, you're like
I
good
know.
at it too. You edit a lot of podcasts.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you. I appreciate
The
that
affirmation.
Yeah.
We can like
Shalom.
all use logic competently. Pretty epic.
Yeah. Joey is sound designing my next movie, actually.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
Joey wins best sound design at the 516.
I mean, if I can do a veiled chapels, I mean, what can I not do in terms of sound design?
Yep.
Literally nothing.
It's just like sound designing a movie.
That's as good as it gets. So
That's peak.
anyways, back to Gideon's email. You mentioned this a while ago, but I would probably buy merch if you made a second drop or if you made Christmas stuff. Good to know. The deal with Cinco is really cool. I will consider getting it once I have had a chance to play it at Justin or Natalie's grad party. Thanks. We appreciate your consideration.
$10 for us.
What?
$10 for us.
Don't buy it just to give us money. We're fine.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay. We all are very competent workers and we'll be just fine.
Now, Paul, if you're listening to this, I'm not saying not to buy Cinco. I'm just saying don't buy it just for the sake of giving us money.
Buy it because
you want to play it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ava's family was bullying me because I didn't bring Cinco.
I was gonna say you should have brought it.
I know.
It's in my house. If anyone wants to have it anytime, just come grab it.
Well, this is my formal apology to Ava's family. I will bring it at some point.
Sweet.
On behalf of Ava's family, you better.
Thanks for being the
I'm just
representative
imagining
for
what they
Ava's
would
family.
say, and I think that's what they would say.
That's probably what they would say. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Also, I recently went to Washington, D.C. with a veil and wore my 245 shirt to the Capitol building, the Supreme Court, the Library of Congress, the Holocaust Museum, the Vietnam War Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, and the Korean War Memorial. So I am fulfilling my duties as the 245 Director of Advertising. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Golf. Goated. Goated.
Yeah, I think you're the one person in the 245 team who is going above and beyond in their stated position.
Yep. You have a very good performance review coming your way.
Yep.
Yeah.
The rest of us, not so much. Especially Mitch. Where is he? What is he doing?
He has missed 2 weeks in a row.
Mitchell's the Trinity and has done like nothing for the past 2 weeks. It's unbelievable.
Welcome to life.
Unforgivable.
Welcome to life, kids. This is a good... And by Trinity, I mean like CFO, not the actual Trinity. They do a lot of things.
They do.
They do a lot of things.
I would
CEOs,
also say that Michael Johnson is doing a great job at job title. So he and Gideon are in the running for top employee of the season, I guess.
Employee of the season. We should do that. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, we should. Guys, if you want to be an employee of the season, you just need to put like a minimal amount of effort into doing slightly what your job says.
Bare minimum.
If you don't remember what your job title is, you got to figure it out. We're not going to tell you.
Guys, hint, it's on the website.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. And then finally, this is a long email, sorry. I've had some episode ideas for you guys if you want. First, instrument tier list, because you're practically a tier list podcast at this point, so why not? Holiday traditions, even though Joey dislikes traditions. Around Christmas or Thanksgiving, you could ask for fan input. And then finally, a card game tier list, like Go Fish, Uno Exploding Kittens, or something else like that. Those are all
on our list
solid
already.
ideas. Yeah, I think we have a games tier list. Maybe not just card games. We could do all the games.
I think we have card games tier list. Wait, we did board games tier list, right?
No.
We didn't?
No.
We haven't done that?
No.
I'm starting to... I think we have card games tier list and board games tier list.
Yeah.
I feel like we could just do a games tier list. Unless... No, we're pretty desperate for
I don't know.
episodes,
There's a lot of
There's probably
games.
enough to do one for each.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you right.
You're right.
You're
and
right.
yeah, the traditions
For
one
real,
is
for
good
real.
too. We can just, again, banish Joey to silence.
I love how there's just certain things that people are going to know about me now because of the podcast and never forget. And it's the dumbest stuff. And one of them is that I don't like traditions.
Yep.
And cereal.
Like,
it's
and cereal.
And ice cream.
Is that my legacy?
Things.
Maybe.
That is your legacy.
Yeah.
Finally, Gideon says, anyways, thanks for consistently putting out entertaining podcasts and entertaining podcast every week. Catch you on the flippity flip. Gideon Love.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Uses
Thanks,
my
Gideon.
tagline.
It's great to hear from you again.
Yes, it's good to hear from you. It's been too long, soldier.
Has been. All right, Joey. Now we can get into what
Okay,
we're talking
jeez
about today,
Louise.
which is seeking shalom for the Lord. Solving
I
people's
shouldn't
disputes.
laugh at that because we're kind of being serious.
We are. This is very serious.
Very
Except
serious.
all the most of the disputes are jokes, but still,
Okay. I hope did Bray send one in?
yes,
He did.
Yes.
Because I texted him today and said, send in a dispute. And he
Good.
said, he said, what time? I said before 7.
Okay, good.
So he did. And that's actually our last email, but we're not going to read it because it's the dispute.
Yep.
We're going to start off with a banger. Not Braden's,
Okay.
but it's a banger. This is
Okay.
from Amber Gamer from high school.
Really?
This one's a good one.
Did she listen to the podcast or
No,
did
it's
it
got
come?
posted on Instagram.
Okay. Okay.
And I reposted it to my story. So, yeah.
Like we said, Mike loves disputes.
Yeah, I got to make it happen. Not really a dispute, but could lead to one. I live in a 5-person suite, which has been an adventure, LOL. This is in college. My roommate told me she's collecting my hair for an art project.
Joey, is that like amusing to you?
Yes, that is very funny.
I don't
Okay.
fully know how or when she's getting my hair, but how do I tell her to stop? I know she gets some from our hairbrushes, ew, but that definitely does not equal the amount of hair that she keeps in the Ziploc bag.
Oh.
Meanwhile, my other roommate drinks out of a sippy cup. Plays with children's toys. And I can't even laugh because I'm coughing. And blast Blue's Clues late at night when everyone else is trying to sleep. So I guess the question is the dispute avoidable? How can I minimize the potential dispute?
Okay,
Okay,
let's
this
take these
is-
one at a time.
Yeah. Because there's two major issues with roommates. First one is collecting the hair.
Yep.
How do I tell her
And
to
she
stop?
doesn't know how or when she's doing it.
Okay. That's a great question. I feel like you would get a lot of hair from a hairbrush.
Yeah.
Like, I'm guessing that's the only place she's getting it from.
Well, Amber
Yeah.
said hairbrush is not enough for the amount she has in her Ziploc bag. Like, does she have a separate Ziploc
concerning.
bag for all of the roommates? Like, this is
I don't know,
Amber's hair. This is this other girl's hair.
Kylie showed me a video that Amber sent to her
Oh, no.
of the Ziploc bag under the bathroom sink.
Oh, my gosh.
And there's a lot of hair in there.
Well,
I'm
my
so
first question,
unqualified to
Go ahead, Joey. Sorry.
Okay, I'll say this. I think I'm very unqualified to say this because I don't know, but I feel like girls brush their hair like almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they get out a good amount of hair every time. I think you'd be surprised if you collected it for 3 weeks how much hair that would be. Oh, that's so gross. That's so gross.
You could be getting it from the shower drain too.
That's the other one I was thinking.
Then it's wet.
Yuck.
Amber, why are
So
you not
much-
honored to have your hair in your roommate's art project?
What if she's
I
trying to
feel like-
clone you?
Yep, that's a very realistic possibility.
Then
That should
we do.
also
Then we
be
do actually
considered.
have problems. My question
Yeah.
was leading to like, does she need to stop? Like, is this? I mean, she's not hurting anything. I get that it's weird, but
Yeah, I'm with Josh on this one. I think this is one you got to let go.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel
for
like
an
it's
art project.
not worth like bringing it up.
It's furthering her academics.
I think I would just want in writing the syllabus just to know for sure that she needs that hair for
Well,
another
I'm guessing-
project.
In college art, it's not like, hey, everyone
that's
does this
true.
cookie cutter project. I'm sure it's an idea she had.
Everyone collect your roommate's hair.
That is,
Now, the thing is, the school year is over. So the question is
yeah.
she rooming with these people again?
Yeah, is she living with them during the summer?
Amber, what I would say
I don't
is
know.
if you think it's something like maybe the moment is past, I'm guessing it is, but like you would just say, hey, I think it makes me uncomfortable that you're collecting my hair. Could you please stop?
Or at least tell me where you're getting it from.
Yeah. I mean, her direct question was, how do I tell her to stop?
True. That's probably how.
So,
that's solved.
conflict 101.
No, shalom.
Shalom 101. No, this is conflict resolution 101.
Yep.
You got to hit them with the sandwich method. So it's compliment, like I've enjoyed being your roommate. And then you got to transition into the meat of the burger, but you can't use the word but. So this is the thing you want them to change. You'd be like, and I'd really appreciate it if you would stop collecting my hair, and then hit them with, you've been a really great roommate and I look forward to the future. Boom. Sandwich method works every time.
Shalom has been dropped.
Shalom coming in hot.
No shalom drop. Come to the 245 podcast.
All right, but now we got to deal with this.
Okay, this is
the sippy cup plays with children's toys and blasts Blue's Clues late at night.
Amber, there's so many more questions I have. Is she like role-playing a toddler?
Is she a toddler? I almost feel like one of the girls has a baby that's this person.
That is a good point.
And she's trying to finesse us here.
That's true.
Is if this is real, a college student drinking from a sippy cup, I think we have big problems.
But think about the convenience of sippy cups, though. Like, maybe she's on to something.
Okay, maybe Mike is into sippy cups. I don't know if that's part of this.
Same. Maybe we should rethink it.
Maybe.
Amber, I'm
Blue's
curious
Clues.
if like your other roommates also have a problem with this girl, because it sounds like she's like disrupting you guys from sleeping, which is uncool.
That is very uncool.
And I feel like
It
you could get I mean, the sippy cup and children's toys is weird, but like, hey, if she's not bothering anyone, go ahead, I guess, get it. But keeping people up at night while blasting Blue's Clues seems like a bigger problem.
At least choose a better show. I mean, like, you got like Curious George or something up there.
Okay,
Like,
this is a
Blue's
funny
Clues,
fact.
really?
Brady and Ellie love Blue's Clues. Wait, no. I got that wrong. Bluey. They love Bluey.
What is with Bluey?
Blue's actually it's actually a good show.
Their
Mike,
accents kind of go
please.
crazy, but
I've only watched like one episode.
How is it good? It's like a tiny kid show.
I don't know. I'm just saying that for the meme.
Okay.
it's a good kids show. But
It is a
like,
good kid show.
if you watch it
That
for
doesn't
fun,
mean grown-ups
you're
can
crazy.
watch it unironically on their own.
That's facts.
Yeah. I don't know. More shalom dropped.
Amber, I feel like you maybe just got to hit her with the Matthew 18 approach. Go to her in private, say, stop watching Bluey at night.
With the sandwich.
If she
with
does,
the sandwich
with
method.
the sandwich. And if she continues in her ways, you need to bring her before the council of other roommates. If she still does not reform, you cast her out of your room. Don't
like
actually do that. Maybe the first two. I feel like the pressure of all of her roommates being like,
Yeah.
hey, we like our sleep, please. I feel like that would work.
And our hair.
And
Not
she's
as much as the
sniffing it
other
off their
roommate
heads,
likes
isn't
all of your hair, but
All right. Well, we dropped some great shalom. Next one, Josh, you got it?
sure. Next one is from Tyler Mahoney. And he says,
Yes.
who gets to control the temperature of the car? Driver, passenger, backseat, by age?
This is a great question. It's the same thing with music.
Well, it's not the same answer.
It's not the same answer?
I think the driver controls temperature. That's what I think.
Is there certain situations where that wouldn't be true? If you're riding
If you
and
don't
your
have
mom's,
arms.
if you're riding and your mom is in the passenger seat and your mom does what you say trump your mom?
It's a good point.
So then is it by age? Or by like hierarchy of people?
Yeah, is it like family hierarchy?
it might be, well, but only if they're like a respected elder, like your parent or your grandparent.
Yeah.
I feel like
Not
it
if
also
they're
depends on the
young.
car because like my car has separate heat for driver and passenger, and like vans have a separate console for the back seats.
That's true. Like my car is one for everything.
Yeah. So I guess for Micah's situation, I think I would agree the driver unless it's like an older person who you should respect. Then it's
A
theirs.
wiser person.
Mm.
Yeah. By wisdom, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, I
Don't-
like that.
Just don't want to call them old.
Yeah. But I feel like so let's say you have like a minivan. I think when your children get to a certain age, then they get the privilege to control their own temperature.
Mm.
Like maybe, I don't know, what age do you guys think?
Maybe like 12.
Around that.
Yeah, 12. I don't know.
There we go.
That seems fair.
Shalom dropped.
How to avoid conflict in your family over the temperature of your car.
Yep. It's that easy.
There you go. Next one is from Jaden Strange. She is a girl from Masterpiece years ago. She said, which Pride and Prejudice is better, 2005 or BBC? I don't know.
I don't know.
Jaden, I would love to answer your question. I've watched like 3 episodes of the BBC one, and the 2005 one is on my movie list. So
I've seen the 2005 one, but I've not seen the BBC one. So
I feel like it kind of depends on the person. If you're looking for like an entertaining, captivating movie, probably the 2005 one. Because the
personally,
yeah.
I prefer Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Oh no, Mike.
Have you heard that? Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
It's actually a thing. Looks awful.
It does look awful.
Never seen it. But yeah, we are not the people to ask that question. Sorry, Jaden.
We would love to solve your dispute, but
Shalom dropped.
not really.
Josh, you got the next one?
Sure. The next one is from Annika Stone. She says, What is an acceptable temperature to keep a dorm room at night? I say like 65. My roommate says 72.
Oh
okay,
my goodness.
she is wrong.
72 is crazy.
We kept our room at 65 this whole year at night.
I think ideal sleeping temperature, according to science, is like 66 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'd say anything under like 68 or colder.
Yeah.
72
if you're looking for
is
like
ridiculous.
an objective answer between like 66 and 68. But if you're looking to solve the dispute between you and your roommate, I think you both need to compromise, both need to give up a little ground, meet in the middle at 68.5, which is above the ideal temperature, but it's pretty close.
Yep.
That's all right. Sorry, but Claire, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, 72.
So I'm just
like,
I gotta call her out by name.
yeah.
Sorry, Claire. Just what are you thinking?
72. That's like a hot tub.
That is literally like hotter than a hot tub.
Guys, I feel like we're getting more into head bashing territory than seeking shalom, so
Sorry.
Sorry. My apologies.
That is like a hot tub.
sounding like a creepy witch does not make it less head bashy.
I'm saying it like a wise old genie that's very peaceful and seeking shalom.
That's what genies do.
Shalom dropped. Next one is from Anonymous.
Mike, do
I
you
know
know
who
who
it
it
is.
is?
I do.
Say the
But-
name right now and then beep it out.
That's work. That's editing.
Mike,
Don't even.
just mark the
I'll tell you guys
timestamp, but it
after.
takes like 2 seconds.
I'll tell you guys after.
Wow, so lazy.
I know. Sorry. They said, that narrows it down. I have a dispute with all of the Swifties who think that Tortured Poets Department is revolutionary. It is incredibly mid. Taylor Swift is an okay writer, but in the grand scheme of the world, very mid. Also, please keep me anonymous. I value my life and the lives of my family members. Swifties scare me and low-key are out for blood.
I'm just trying to figure
Sounds
out
like
who this is.
Annika.
That's Annika Stone.
Maybe
It's not. I'm writing who it is so you guys can see it, but obviously don't say it
that
Okay.
makes
out
sense.
loud.
Okay, where am I looking?
Mike, what if I said
Right
it
now.
out loud? Then you'd have to edit.
Oh, Josh.
Oh, okay, I know who this is. Okay.
Don't do that to me.
Mike, it would be
Okay.
good for you.
It would be.
So the dispute is that Taylor Swift is not a very good songwriter.
And that Tortured Poets Department is mid. And that she's just mid in general, I guess.
I
would
think you can make
agree.
a very good. Yeah, that she's mid.
I think
I've not listened
there
to
are
any
much
song
better
from Regular
writers
Thing.
out there.
And given the fact I could snap any Swiftie over my knee, like they were a piece of straw, I'm not too worried about insulting Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Yeah.
Joey is not scared of the Swifties.
No, come at me. I dare you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she's mid. I don't think anyone claims that she's like objective sources are claiming that she's a good songwriter.
Well, I think some people think she's like the greatest
Oh, really?
writer ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they're not.
Joey,
like
I think you're out of
diehards.
tune with Swifties. That's
Am
why
I?
you're not
That-
scared of them and why you think this is like an easy
That's-
dispute to solve.
Because you should be scared of them.
Josh, are you scared of Swifties?
No, not really, but
Oh, okay.
I don't blame people for being scared of them.
I think it's a green flag to be out of touch with Swifties. I feel like that's a population that I can
Mm.
be very separate from and live a happy and fulfilled life, bringing
agree.
shalom to all the little children of the world.
Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. You heard that song?
No,
Yo.
I've never
You-
heard that song.
You've never heard the song?
Yeah. Yes,
used to
I
sing
have.
that in
Okay.
Sunday
Like-
school.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I grew up going to church, dog. Jeez.
I don't
I'm a
know.
little slack.
I don't know what they teach you over there in Chicago.
That's true. That's fair. So
Uh,
sorry, we don't have great answers for that shalom.
Yeah. So Shalom dropped?
Question mark?
Question mark. The next one is from Landon Gruen. You guys are not even gonna understand this.
Okay.
He said, "Is APTF a cult?" And APTF is his Moyer room.
Okay.
They have created their group. It's like him, Riles, Ian, Sam Brzezinski, Elijah Polson
Okay. I
have
don't
created.
hold on. Time out. Can you just pause for 1 second?
Yep.
There's about an 89% chance that I'm going to say this is a cult. If you're asking if it's a cult, there's a very reasonable chance it is.
Josh, do you have access to looking up Instagram right now?
Yeah.
Look up _APTF_ and it's a purple logo. They have created a fake fraternity called Alpha Pec Triflex. That's their like room. Like it's like 8 of them plus a few others. And they just like makes like all these posts. Every Monday they all wear jorts and call it Jort Monday. They've made like funny little videos like where they eat this Italian dinner. They make like really bad looking spaghetti. They've like post memes every week. Josh, are you seeing this
Yeah,
on
this is
Instagram?
hilarious.
They make some actually really funny stuff. Like they just post stupid pictures of themselves and like memes and stuff, and they're actually really funny.
Okay. I take back what I said. You landed in the 11% chance. I don't think this is a cult. I think this
I
is
think
quite
this
funny,
is just
actually.
wholesome, good fun with some
Yeah.
college friends.
It's bros being dudes.
It is bros being dudes. We need more of that
Yeah. We
this
need
day and age.
bring back bros being dudes.
There's also the picture of Sam Brzezinski with Mr. Beast in the Roseville Walmart,
Mm.
which I don't know if we ever mentioned that in the pod.
Why
but
was Mr. Beast in Walmart?
He sells his chocolate bars there.
Well, in Roseville, more specifically.
That's a good question.
Where is he based?
North Carolina?
Oh, yeah. That actually sounds right.
One of those Carolinas. I'm pretty sure it's north.
It's Carolina. Tails, California.
Oh, no. This says Wichita, Kansas. Oh, no. That's where he was born. I'm dumb.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's based off North Carolina.
Yeah, that sounds... North Carolina sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Shalom. Oh, and also the reason he asked this is because a lot of people call them a cult.
Oh, yeah, they're dumb.
But it's not true.
No, not cult, non-cult approved.
Yeah.
No
Shalom
cult.
dropped.
Yeah. Just bros being dudes. And there's just people being jealous.
Yeah, probably. Next is from Kylie Schumacher. She said, is it rude to ignore you Norkers? Is it rude to ignore New Yorkers who are trying to sell you items or talk to you?
No, not one bit. Not one bit.
Hey, you want to buy my watch? No, not at all.
Yeah. New Yorkers have whatever they have coming to them.
I don't think it even needs to be New Yorkers. I think like people who are approaching you and like getting in your face and trying to sell something and talk to you, like I usually just ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it. Shalom dropped. We have one final one. This is from the Braden Ritzma.
Oh boy.
These are all disputes I've had with upper management at Menards.
Oh boy.
So I want you to imagine you are at Menards. You are a Menards shopper. You are circling the store and grabbing your dog toys and paintbrushes, and then you hear, "Hot dogs, get your hot dogs, hot dogs." And you whirl around to see a gentleman pushing a hot dog cart, selling them for just a few dollars in Menards. Us workers would buy them, contractors would have their employees buy them, and shoppers would buy them. This is one of the many great ideas I've had for the business, yet management refuses to adopt any of them.
That's ridiculous.
They actually, when I was a kid, when I would go to Home Depot, they used to have, at this one by my house, a hot dog stand right at the entrance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where they would sell, I think it was basically the hot dogs you would get at like one of those hot dog carts.
Oh.
And they would sell like chips and drinks and stuff too. So, I don't know. The one in Minneapolis used to have that. They've not had it for a long time, but yeah. As for a dispute with upper management with Menards, I don't think there's much you can do about that.
Yeah.
I think
at the end of the day, they have the power.
I think like having a stand outside, like most Menards have that awning in the front, like have the hot dog stand out there. But I feel like it would be weird to have a hot dog stand inside, like wheeling around down the aisles.
Yeah, I would get that. Doesn't seem to fit well, maybe it would fit the vibe of
I
Home
think
Depot.
it fit. Yeah.
But it might kind of get in the way, especially if a lot of people crowd around it. It could play like...
I don't know.
It could play the Home Depot theme song like an ice cream truck.
The Home Depot theme song?
Oh, shoot. Menards.
Brady's gonna not.
I think I said Home Depot once before that too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Braden.
Yeah, he's not gonna be a fan of that. I feel like if any brand could pull that off, Menards would be a pretty good one.
Yeah.
To pull off like a hot dog cart in store.
Yeah. They could do it.
I mean, then you don't have to make another trip for lunch. Like you get lunch, you get your paintbrushes at the same store.
Yeah. Also, when I was talking about the hot dog stand, I was talking about Home Depot, which I did say that.
Wow.
So, sorry. But Menards could implement it.
For sure.
Well, that is not all that Braden had to say.
I'm not surprised.
He said, this is another scenario. Imagine you pull up to get 30 bags of rock from Menards. Loading all of them into your Toyota RAV4 would be such a hassle. As you know, you will have to move them again when you get home. Well, us yard guys are there to do it for you. But wouldn't your experience be way, way better if they had cut off sleeves and a cowboy hat? These gentlemen wouldn't have a farmer's tans and could show off their muscles. Also, they would keep the sun off their necks and rain away from their face because of the hat. Plus, it would look epic. Picture to follow. And he sent this picture, Joey, with the email.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Josh, do you see the picture on
Yeah,
the
I
email?
looked at it.
What would you think about that if someone like that was helping you move your bags of rock?
You guys want to hear something kind of funny? So at Eagerbrook, right, the campus pastors are all reading this book, and it's called The Power of the Moments or something like that. And part of it is just like, how do you create moments and experiences that people will remember and not forget? And one of the stories that our campus pastor has been talking about is this hotel where it's this hotel that people actually pay a lot of money to come to. But what they have is they have a red telephone by the pool. And whenever you pick up that phone, it's a popsicle hotline. And someone will bring out, like in white gloves, a popsicle for free.
Wow.
Whenever you want it. But the whole point is like, that's something that you'll remember for like the whole trip. Like if you go on vacation, that might be like one of the things you remember. These two ideas, like I feel like are kind of falling in the same ballpark.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
get what you're saying.
Like it's not like on paper a brilliant idea, but like people will not forget. Like, yeah, the workers pulled up in cowboy hats and jorts and cut off sleeves and threw rock in my truck. The moms would love it.
Braden talks a lot about that.
He does.
It would make Menards just like an iconic place rather than just
exactly.
a store that you go to
Exactly.
get hardware.
Like if you're competing with Lowe's and Home Depot, like are you going to take the jorts and a cowboy hat or like the boring people that
Obviously
are no
the jorts
fun?
and the cowboy hat.
And you might even just get a hot dog out of the deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I go to Costco is to get the hot dog. So
Braden,
Bada bing,
I
bada
think you're
boom.
just a visionary and the Menards management isn't willing to accept your genius.
yeah.
They're not
So
ready.
Bray, how I would solve, wait, is there more disputes?
There's one more.
Okay, let's go to the next one and then I'll give my advice.
Okay. Lastly, being a cashier is like the easiest thing ever, and we can hire
That's facts.
basically anybody.
That's facts.
I think we should hire strictly based off looks. Hire the most attractive young men and women, and I bet anything that business would increase. Forget how ethical it is or whatever. Hire the hot people to be cashiers. I think from a business perspective, I'm right.
I think you're also right about that. I mean, that's why actors are good looking. Actors in movies aren't there because they're very talented. Or at least most of them are. No, that's true. It's more because they're good looking people.
It's true in some movies, like Hallmark.
No, like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I mean, he's the same
Yeah.
actor in every movie.
You could go like Chris Hemsworth. Do you think I could find a better actor than Chris Hemsworth? 110% yes. It wouldn't be very difficult. I could go through the line of like every Marvel idiot. It's just because they're good looking.
Yeah.
Like it's not because they're super talented.
Yeah, those kind of movies. But like
what?
not every movie's like that.
What movies aren't like that?
A lot.
Like what? Name a movie with ugly cast. Top to bottom, ugly cast. But super, super good actors.
I guess I can't think.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, that's what I thought.
Might be.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're probably right. There's definitely some movies, but at the top level of movies, it's just because they're good looking. Like some of them are like talented actors, but it's more because they're good looking than
Yeah.
it's because of their acting skill. So Bray, you're actually right about that one. Business would probably go up. I feel like you can't ethically do that. I feel like
Nope.
the U.S. government would not be a big fan of looking for attractive people only to work our cash registers, but
for moving stuff with cut off jeans and
that's
cowboy
something
hat,
you could do.
now that's something you could do.
Joey, what were you going to say after the second dispute?
My advice to Bray would be put these people out of a job. Just work your way up.
Work your way up.
Yep. Kick them out. And then when you get visionary in power, start trying some stuff.
VIP.
What out of those three, which one do you think is like the best idea?
I think the one that people help move the rock, I think is the best idea.
Well, I think they already help move rock.
But with like in the specific outfits.
Okay, so you would go outfits. Josh, what would you go?
Probably that. In Minnesota, I feel like the hot dog stand would be hard if it's inside, it wouldn't be hard, but I think it would be weird inside. And outside, it would have weather issues.
Yeah. I don't know. Joey, what's your favorite?
Having only attractive people be cashiers is hilarious. And I think
that would be funny.
statistically for doing business, that would be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also the most illegal by far.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Good ideas, Braden. All right. Well, is it time we wrap this up like Menards will wrap up those hot dogs in tinfoil or something?
Sure.
Probably do that to keep them warm, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't keep them too cold.
Nope.
I understand, Mike.
Thank you. Josh, send us home.
Thanks for listening to us seeking shalom on the 245 podcast. We hope you appreciate our advice, even if you don't take it. I probably wouldn't if I were you, but hopefully it was entertaining if nothing else. So thank you for listening. Send us more emails, and we'll see you back here next week for another episode of the 245. Hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity shalom.
Peace out, gangsta.